So I got my first break with Men's World magazine and Rolling Stone magazine. I was asked to shoot with Pankaj Kapoor with Filmfare, and probably that is still one of my favorite shot. And because of that one shot, Filmfare started giving me a lot of celebrities. Pankaj Kapoor told me like this is one of my best picture ever taken till now. Shooting with Shah Rukh Khan was like epic. I was given 2 minutes to shoot Shah Rukh Khan. And recently I moved to Ed Film Productions. So I do photography also and I do TVC productions also. So yeah, I've shot around 13 films in last 1 year. We have shot for Hyundai, we have shot for Blue Star, we have shot for Unlimited Fashion Store, we have shot for.
Hi, Vinit.
Hey, Nafisa.
It's great to have you here at our show. Okay. So, a brief, what made you interested in pursuing your career in this field of work?
So I was pursuing my engineering. While I was in my engineering, I went to Brazil as an exchange student. My host father there was a fine art photographer, and I think while I was staying with him for a year, I mean the whole transition happened in my mind. Like I really want to do photography or something related to fine art. I came back and then I studied photography, and then this is it.
Great. So, when it comes to non-verbal communication, how important is it in your line of work?
It all depends on what kind of photography that we go for. If we are doing a documentary or a portrait photography on street, it's about breaking the ice with the subject. How you approach them, how you talk to them, how you convince them for that one photo. Because all those people are non-actors, and yeah, it is up to you how you break it and how you take that photo. I mean, a lot of good photographers has a brilliant skill of doing that, like McCurry.
So, you say you have worked with models as well as real life
Yeah.
people. So, is there any difference in how you need to communicate with them, like the difference in detailing which you need to give to both of them?
Absolutely. When I'm dealing with models, I just need to guide them what I want. I mean, I brief them before the shoot and they know what kind of mood I'm looking at, what kind of expressions, what kind of body language that I'm looking at. We always have a mood board ready where we show them the moods and the body languages and all that thing. But still, I need to communicate, like when they're posing, I need to ask them, like, show me more confidence there, show me a bit more of this, that. When it comes to non-actors, it's a different ballgame altogether. So you need to get into details, and you do the same exercise with them also. You show them the mood board, you show them the mood, you talk to them, you actually create, like ask them to imagine themselves in certain scenarios so that, it just helps them. I mean, I'm not saying that they will just do it, but yeah, it just helps them feel certain things, and then certain things will come out of their body language naturally. But say if I can just say show me some confidence to a model, they'll do it. I'll get my job. I'll just have to do certain minor adjustment here and there. Like, but if I'm talking to a non-actor, I'll have to tell them show me some confidence, straighten your back, broaden your shoulder, chin up a bit. So those kind of small gesture I need to suggest them so that they know it subconsciously, but they are a little bit conscious while we are shooting. So yeah. And when I'm shooting with non-actors, most of the time I don't look through the viewfinder. It is more eye contact with me. I know my frame and my hand just clicks. I mean, but my eye contact with my subject is constant. When I'm shooting with actors, I can actually look through the viewfinder and shoot because they don't become conscious. Well, with non-actors, it's like they suddenly feel like, oh, what is happening? They don't know. They should be like with you throughout the shoot.
Okay, so now working with kids, it can be challenging. So, are there some specific poses, which you want to give it to them? So, how do you get it out of them? Because they are very young, right? So, how do you do it? You can share your personal experience.
There are no specific poses that we ask them to do, but yeah, it's the same exercise what we do with adults.
Okay.
But yeah, with kids, there are certain things that we call them 2 hours before the shoot. I play with them on set or outside the studio for a while. So, it's just more about gelling with them nicely. And then, you can ask them to do whatever. Like then once they're your friends, they'll do whatever that you want them to do there.
So which one is easy? Being with kids and making them do this.
Kids are more fun.
Okay. Great.
And with non-actors and the kids, there is always this one thing which I really love is they surprise you most of the time. I mean, with actors, you know what they're gonna give you, and certain times, most of the times, like this non-actors gives you the most natural reaction that you want out of them, emotions that you want out of them. So that's the fun part. It takes a bit of a time, but yes, you manage to do that. And most of the time, non-actors actors get bored because as a photographer, we ask them to repeat same action again and again, again and again. Then suddenly, if I ask them to jump, they jump to kar liya, but then sometimes their eyes are closed, their hands are not proper, their legs are like here and there, so they don't understand why I need the second shot, and you can't really criticize them on set like no, that was not nice. Otherwise, it will just break their confidence. So you have to understand you guide them in a way where their confidence is still there, but you still need to ask them to do it again 15 times more. So yeah, that's the challenge, but we somehow manage to do that.
So, have you faced some instances where your subject becomes very rigid and then it really gets hard for you to get it into that mood? And how do you do that?
It has happened during a kid shoot. I was shooting for Blue Star Water Purifier, and we were shooting with around like 6 to 12 months old kids.
Okay.
So it was too difficult for us to get expressions, certain kind of shots out of them. But yeah, it took us around 6 hours for the first shot to happen, but it happened.
Okay.
They cry, the parents come in, they take them out, we again try again. The whole crew was jumping here and there, everybody was singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Okay.
That kid was like a big fan of Honey Singh, so certain Honey Singh songs were like on repeat for 4 or 5 hours, so that the kid is dancing here and there. So yeah, I mean it's a task, but you somehow figure out your way through it.
Okay. So, how can one play with their own body language when it comes to shoot?
I really don't need to do much, or I've never seen it this way that how will I manipulate my body language to approach certain shoots, but it's more about just briefing them rightly.
Okay.
It's just about setting the right mood in their mind, making them understand this is the mood that I'm looking out of your portrait or out of this shoot. This is the zone that I'm looking at, or probably imagine yourself that you are the most prettiest girl in the world, or you are the princess right now, and your father is looking at you, and give that expressions or expression of proud back to him. Though her father is not there, but you just have to put them in situations that they suddenly start feeling like that.
Okay.
And that helps us get the expressions. I mean, it's not like they'll give me in the first shot, but like it will be a start. 20% they'll be there, then I'll start guiding them. Okay, now just lift your chin a bit, or maybe smile a bit more. Relax your fingers, droop your shoulder a bit, or sit more casually, more naturally, or those kind of instructions. Then you reach there. I mean, somehow.
Okay. How do you get the best pictures in the group chemistry?
Group shot, you normally have a brief, like from magazines or from the advertising team or somebody. So you know what kind of mood you want out of the group, or what kind of chemistry that you need to get out of that 4, 5, 6 people that you are shooting with. So yeah, once you have a brief, once you know what you want, then you can guide them accordingly. One thing is there which I forgot to mention was, like when I'm shooting with a non-actor, most of the time my set is empty. It's only me and him. I mean, my lighting is set way before the person arrives on the set, because they become very conscious if the things are moving around. If they see a lot of people moving around here and there, people might just people behind me might just have a smile on their face. They become conscious, why are they smiling, this and that. So we make sure like we put cutters, they don't see camera, or even if they see camera, it's only camera that they see and me. There is nobody else that they can see, so that there is a sense of privacy. They know, okay, nobody is watching them. Yeah, that just gives them a kind of a calmness or the confidence while we are doing the shoot. So that helps most of the time.
What if the one coming for the shoot is not ready for it? Maybe is in an angry state of mind. How do you gauge the situation?
So when you meet them for the first time, as I told you, like your first approach to your subject or the person you're shooting is where how he is and what kind of mood he is on that day. And then once they face the camera, if you see a jump in the mood, you suddenly realize, okay, he's being conscious or he's not. So that's a baseline that you normally have, like, this is how he is normally. And at that moment, you must have communicated with him, like, for 5-10 minutes. So you have a friendliness happening there, or the communication which is there. So that helps you understand the mood and the psyche of a person. And at that time only you have your plan, this is how I'm going to approach the shoot.
Okay, has it
And
happened?
most of the time you face difficulties if the person is really underconfident, or he really doesn't want to shoot on that day. I mean, I had this experience 2-3 times in past, like when I'm shooting with a celebrity, he didn't wanted to shoot on that day because he was feeling I'm not wearing the right clothes, and they are very fussy about their fashion statement, their fashion style, and so he didn't allow me to shoot. I mean, I had to go on the other day and shoot again.
Okay.
Yeah,
so has it happened any time, where the person has just arrived a moment before the shoot and you don't have any ice-breaking moment with them? So what do you do then?
You do what you have to do. I mean, it just happens. I mean, you just have to see what best you can do in that moment. I mean, I can't have a solid, like, this is the strategy I follow every time. Every shoot has a different challenge. Every subject has a different challenge. So it all depends on the war that you are fighting. You choose your weapon accordingly.
So a big thank you from the team of Simply Boy Talk. This is a small token of appreciation from our end. Thank you for all your time and efforts. You're truly a non-verbal champion. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.